What's something you didn't realize for years members of the opposite sex do? NSFW. In my freshman year of college, one of my guy friends was horrified to hear that girls' periods last a week. He thought we have symptoms for a week and then let all the period blood out at once, like going to the bathroom. He thought that pads and tampons were for if you knew you wouldn't have enough time to go to the toilet to let it out. Oh my god, just imagine letting it all go at once. That's horrifying. While convenient, just imagine the aftermath. Edit, words. I did not know about morning wood until my roommate and I watched the proposal, then had her boyfriend explain to us the line, "It's the morning." At age 21, I had to explain to my then boyfriend's younger brother's girlfriend what morning wood was because they were having a huge blowout fight about how he just wanted sex all the time. All the time. Even in the morning, you just want sex. Yeah, that was a fun night. Edit, ITT. Half the people want morning sex and the other half is insulted by the mere concept of morning wood equals wanting morning sex. For a while as a kid all I heard was girls don't have a wee-wee, so I thought all they had were balls. It took me a while but I figured it out eventually. I found out around 16ish that when penises become erect it happens in ... twitches. I thought they just went up in one motion, like one of those pipe whistles. Edit, did not expect this much feedback, since I was 5 hours late to the party. To clarify, I probably should have said pulses, as in the blood pumping into it. However, it doesn't happen in one motion as I previously thought. At least the 4 I've seen. Generally it happens in pulses. There were probably other times when it just came up and I didn't see it, so maybe then it did happen like a slide whistle. For the guys confused by this, maybe your penis works differently. I am learning so many things in this thread. It's with the beat of the heart. With each pulse, there's another surge of blood. The same principle applies to it deflating. It's super hilarious to watch, and secretly giggle about in your head, while basking in the sexy times afterglow. Edit, I'm mad that my top comment on either of my accounts is about penis inflation. The first paragraph in your comment has the makings of a hit love song that's actually about a penis. Edit, I'm happy that my top comment is about a penis love song. This isn't really addressing the prompt, since it's something members of the same sex do. But I recently realized guys who are having friendly conversations rarely do so facing each other directly. They are either side by side, or standing in an L shape. It blew my mind when I read that and realized that I had been doing this my whole life without consciously realizing it. I hate making eye contact or looking at someone directly while talking. I glance at them every now and then but I get uncomfortable doing it. This is amazingly dumb of me, but up until I was in HS, I thought girls only used tampons, pads to prevent potential leaks. I just assumed chicks had a sphincter muscle in their vagina and they sort of held in all their period stuff until they went to the bathroom, just like pooping. God, I wish. Until I was about a sophomore in HS, I didn't know whether girls bled out of their vaginas or their nipples. Sex ed classes always said private, so I wasn't sure which set. A reason that made me more confused was I saw my friend lean over and I saw some toilet paper / gauze looking stuff in her bra, so I thought she was on her period. Guess she was just stuffing her bra, haha. I'd like to know if girls do this. As a man, if I walk into a bathroom where one other man is shitting, he will almost 100% of the time sniff to make a noise that I'll hear. Every fucking time. It's important to make each other aware of the situation. That's why whenever I leave the bathroom when someone's in the stall, I make sure to pull the paper towels with extra aplomb, and to almost dramatically open the door so my fellow man knows I have left the bathroom and can use it in peaceful solitude. If I'm pooping, I usually just sit there in complete silence and pray that the other woman isn't in there too long. Then there's that awful moment when she's in there to poop too and it's a standoff. Whenever I'm in a public bathroom stall dropping a deuce and another dude come in, I will wait silently for him to leave. Although if I hear a stall door lock and the sound of him getting ready to take the Browns to the Super Bowl as well, I'm like fuck it, he's going to shit too. I'm shitting. He's shitting, we're shitmates. We all do it, whatever. I just realized after 45 years of living that female pants have literally useless pockets. Even female cargo pants hold less than regular male pant pockets. For my 20th birthday, I had a drag party and wore my boyfriend's, at the time, suit. I couldn't believe I could fit my phone and a camera in the pockets, and it felt like I wasn't carrying anything. And I was so warm and cozy in the jacket. He was in a prom-style dress and heels. At 10 p.m. he cracked it and said he wanted to change back because he was cold. Suck it up, princess. Went to a wedding a few years back. I in heels and BF in suit. Towards the end of the night when we were tipsy, I complained about my shoes and he offered to switch. We're both 6 feet 2 inches and have the same shoe size. He spent the next 10 minutes almost breaking his ankles and shouting, "How? Question mark. How?" Question mark, while teetering around in my shoes. It's not the how but the why. Why on earth would you wear something so damn uncomfortable? I worked with a 25-year-old gentleman, let's call him Paul because that's his real name, who believed every woman in the world had their period at the same time. When he told me this, I burst out laughing because I imagined that he saw women's periods as a werewolf change brought on by a full moon or something. God, I miss Paul. Edit, I realize periods sync up to a certain extent. Please stop telling me this. I think you are missing the point that our dear mutual friend Paul believed that the symptoms and blood flow began at the exact same moment in time for every single woman on the planet. Men are constantly confused about why women bring so much shit when they travel. Watching my wife pack for a trip once, it dawned on me. Men pick stuff and pack it. Women pack stuff to pick from. That men and women take their shirts off differently. Try asking a member of the opposite gender how they take their shirt off and notice the difference from your own methods. Lol. It makes you wonder why. Women check out the bulge in a man's pants. I always thought guys wearing tight pants just had a strange fashion sense, but apparently they are giving women a show. Every grower just cried a little. Edited. A word. I'm a grower, but I have giant balls, so I still got that bulge, baby. Edit. It's super late now. But turns out my giant balls are just an inguinal hernia. What if we can discreetly ... why not? And definitely when guys are in bathing suits. No, just out of casual interest. Edit. Dear Lord, so many panicked comments about shrinkage and growers. Yes, we all know. I've never even seen a shower in all my many days of penis. I am not looking to judge its size. I am just looking ... to look. Even if I think you're hot, my thought process is more like, oh hey, his dick is right there. He blush. Not me, ha ha ha. Only 3 inches flaccid. Put this one on the official blacklist, ladies. I learned on Ask Women that sometimes when they fart, a little bit of the gas can get trapped in the vagina, creating a little fart bubble in there. If they swirl around, then it gets released. Let me clarify, it gets trapped in the seal of the lips, not in the vagina. In that case, guys can relate. I have had farts get stuck under my ballsack right at the taint and have to adjust to let it loose. Happens a lot sitting in my leather chair. I didn't know that periods last multiple days. I thought it was a one-day thing. I can't believe how many guys in this thread didn't know this. Didn't you hear the 5-7 days thing in health class? The flush before you're done peeing toilet game you gentlemen do. Edit. Thought it was self-explanatory, but since I'm getting a million messages asking what this is, apparently the game is to flush in the middle of peeing and see if you can finish before the toilet is done flushing. Timing is everything, especially at the urinals. We call it the flush rush. I didn't think that women farted until I followed my extra wide bottomed aunt up the stairs out of the church basement. I was 7 years old, right behind her. High. Took me by complete surprise. The horrible odor permeated my nose and mouth. I could taste it, made me dizzy. That's when I stopped believing in God. I just lost my shit. I'm laughing so hard. This is so embarrassing. but I'm female, and I didn't know myself that I was supposed to wipe after peeing until I was in middle school. Let's just say, before that, I always smelled like pee. Nobody ever told me I was supposed to do that, and I wasn't bright enough to figure it out on my own. It only occurred to me when a friend of mine was going to the bathroom to pee at my house and asked me for some toilet paper. Then I connected the dots and thought that might solve my issue with always having dirty underwear. I wasn't a smart kid, I know. Edit number 2. No, my parents didn't teach me that. At least I don't remember them teaching me that while potty training. And they are not religious, but they are really uptight. All I know about sex and my own body now, I had to learn on my own. Hell, once I asked my mum to buy me tampons cause I was done with how messy pads are, and she told me no cause those are for old ladies. And I also asked her plenty of times, while still underage, to take me to a gynecologist, and she never did. Once she made a weird comment about trying to find a gyno who wouldn't break my hymen while checking me down there. So yeah, you can guess what type of education I had.